It smells like wet socks that didn't get washed and then they dried again. Oh my gosh. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Todd Champion. This is Camping with Champion, and tonight I'm going to be stealth camping at this hotel in the woods. Now, currently I am walking along the side of a highway because I was going to park at this hotel, but it looked very, very sketchy, and I didn't feel like I could park my car there without being noticed. It looks like people may just live here permanently. I'm not sure, so I parked my car about a quarter mile away at a store. It's the only place I could find to park it. And now I am making the hike to the hotel and to the spot. And to be perfectly honest, I have never been to this spot before. I just found it on Google Maps, so I'm hoping everything works out. This is cool. There's like a little pond or something right here. So this is the hotel. And I don't know if that back part is part of the hotel. I think maybe that's long-term residence. And the back part, and maybe this front part is the like overnight hotel part. I don't know, but I didn't feel comfortable parking there, so I didn't. Where we're going, I'll show you in just a second, is around this bend. I'm hoping I can go down this hill into these woods at the very back and find a good spot to camp. I could probably find a spot right here in these woods, but there's like a road on the other side of the woods down here, and on the other side of that road is it's a pretty cool view. So I'm hoping I can find a spot there for the night. I have made it to the woods. Now we just got to get in here and find a spot. I don't see anyone from the hotel, so I think we're good. Already a good sign that I was able just to kind of walk right into these woods without too much resistance. A lot of times it's all overgrown with briars and thorns. I did bring a hammock. So speaking of briars, and I brought a hammock, so I will have to find 2 decent trees for that. It's so hot. Like usual, it's about 94 degrees here right now. We're under a heat advisory, which I think half the country is. So, ooh, man, a bag. It's like an old shirt, a boot. Someone has definitely been here before, but these 2 trees look pretty good. So this might be it. There's our first spider of the night, which reminds me I should probably get a stick out in front of me while I walk. Oh my gosh, I'm already sweating like crazy. I got here, I always try to get here late and get out early, but I'm always ending up getting to the spot about 30 minutes later than I actually want to be. So, but I found my spot, and check out the view. Pretty cool. That is nice. It looks like there used to be some structure here. There's some kind of concrete foundation. Uh-oh. Here comes a car. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm pointing up at a bird. Yep, bird. I think I played that off pretty smooth. All right, I'm gonna get back in here and start setting up my hammock. And I actually need to get my drone out to take a thumbnail picture before it gets too dark. Oh, I don't think I showed you yet, but here's this tree here and that tree there. That's where we're gonna set up at. It's a little slanted downhill, but that'll be okay. Oh, I almost walked right into another spider web. Jeez Louise. Let's get this hammock up. This road has been pretty busy for the 5 minutes that I've been here. There's been at least 4 cars that I know. So we will probably have to be pretty vigilant about turning the light off tonight. But that's okay because this is a mountain. It's going down the mountain or up the mountain. So these cars are going by pretty slow, which gives them a better opportunity to see us, but also gives us an opportunity to see their headlights before they get close enough to see us. And I can switch my light off. So this hill is at a slant, so I'm gonna put it up higher than the other side. Another car just came by. As long as I don't see the same car driving by multiple times, then I think we're pretty safe. Take the snake skin off. Let's give this a sit and see if we fall. Here we go. Oh man, that might be perfect right here. Okay, so I will need to make a few adjustments on the hammock to get it dialed in, but it's a good spot. I like this spot. I'm gonna go ahead and get the thermocell out, get that on because there are mosquitoes. I haven't seen a whole bunch since I've been sitting in this spot, but I definitely saw them on the way in. So I'm gonna get the thermocell on, get this fan on me. Oh, look at this. I seem to have a new friend. Her name is Catherine. Anybody know what this is? Some kind of caterpillar? Oh. Kathy? Oh no, she's gone. So I've started using like medical grade waterproof tape in order to tape my microphone onto my chest under my shirt, but I'm so sweaty that the tape will just won't stay anymore. So I gotta get my mic onto my shirt now. Can't wait till I get everything done and set up so I can sit down and not sweat anymore. I forgot about putting up my tarp as well, but I may do that in a little bit. There is so much traffic on this road behind me, a lot more than I was expecting. I thought it was like a little back road because there's a highway on the other side that most people take to get down this mountain. There's a lot of traffic on here. There's a car coming right now. I don't have time to turn my lights off, so I'm just gonna stand here and hope they just go on by. I did bring my camo netting, so I think I'm gonna put that up. Give me just a little bit of cover from that road over there. Just gonna throw it up here. On this tree. Hopefully this will give me just a little bit of protection, because I have no doubt people are gonna see this light on when they come by here. So at least if this is up, it will kind of block their view a little. Okay, got that up. So here's the road. The nest just hanging up about 15 feet there from the road. It's honestly pretty noticeable from here, but I'm hoping it helps deflect the lights a little bit from my camp. Well, that didn't take long. Seems that I have forgotten my camp chair. That's okay though, we do have a hammock and I can just sit in the hammock. So it's not as bad as it would have been if I would have brought a tent. The reason I forgot it though is because I was going to ride a bike to this camp, but it was getting so late that I wasn't going to make it here before dark. I barely made it here before dark anyways. And I have this new little bag that goes on the back of one of my bikes, like a little cargo bag, and I stuck the chair in there so that it wouldn't be on my back when I was riding the bike, because the bike I was going to ride doesn't have a cargo rack. So yeah, I put it in there and never got it back out once I decided I was going to drive the car. Oh well, I'm going to go sit in the hammock, hang my fan up, and let it blow on me for a little bit so I can stop sweating. Oh, and stay tuned, because later tonight we're going to give away a bottle of Alabama dumpster water. I actually have 3 bottles, but I promised someone a bottle of it already, so one's going to them. I'm giving one away to you guys, and I guess I'm just going to keep one, or I may decide to give it away too at some point in the future. But for now, I'm going to try and stop sweating. Well, I have dried off quite a bit, not completely. I wanted to show you guys this shirt. This shirt, Tony from Randomly, ow, I hit my back on my fan. This shirt, Tony from Random Adventures 2.0 gave it to me. And I don't know if he's going to be selling these or what, but he sent one to me, Daniel from Hammock Mountain, and Sam from the Northwest Wind, just to kind of commemorate our 4-person stealth camp that we did in PA. It says, across state lines, beneath the radar, one mission. And then it says Stealth Syndicate up here. Pretty cool shirt. Thank you so much, Tony, for sending it to me. I really appreciate it. I have seen some lightning going on over the mountaintop here, so I'm afraid there may be a storm coming. I checked the weather and it was supposed to rain earlier, but now when I checked it, it says it's not supposed to rain, but I'm seeing a lot of lightning, so I'm going to go ahead and put up my tarp. When these cars come from this direction, it really lights these woods up. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, it shines almost right to my tarp. I meant hammock, not tarp. There will be a tarp there here in about 5 minutes though. So I was looking for a long stick to prop up my tarp with, and I picked this up. It broke off, but it is covered in ants, and I didn't know it until my hand and arm just started stinging like crazy. So now I've got little bites all over me, and my hand and arm itch. Look at this little feller. Get out of here. Anyways, I've got to be more careful about what I pick up. Here's the tarp though. Oh my gosh. Look at this spider web. I wasn't paying attention and I got awful close to that thing. I do not know what it is. What do y'all think that is? I'm a little paranoid the wind is going to blow it onto my hammock in the middle of the night. And here's the tarp all set up. Like I said, I was looking for a stick to prop up in here just because it's hanging down a little, but I got attacked by ants, so at this point I'm calling it good. I need to put my bug net back on. I took my bug net off just so I could sit in it like a chair. And the thermocell is working great to keep the mosquitoes away, but there's lots of other bugs that are getting in there now, so I'm gonna have to put the net back up. I'm gonna go ahead and get my little table out that I'm gonna cook on tonight. This is my little Trekology table. This is the best stealth camping table I think you can get. These cars never stop. I'm hoping when it gets a little later, they'll stop. But so far it's been non-stop. This little table folds up so flat and you just pull it apart. This is the only non-stealthy thing about it though. You have to be careful when you open it because these legs are spring-loaded. They pop out. There you go. Nice flat surface to cook on. I've got electrolytes in here. Oh my goodness. So one of the subscribers sent me a package full of drinks. And I think I jinxed myself because last week I was saying I want to try a different drink every week, but it's hard to do because there's some stuff you don't really want to drink, like baking soda. What was that? I have no idea if y'all heard that, but it sounded almost like someone sneezing or coughing. That really scared me. I was saying there's some stuff you don't want to try, like baking soda, not bacon, but bacon flavored soda. And then a subscriber sent me a box, and oh my gosh, some of the sodas in this box. And I told Karika that she could pick whatever flavor each week, and that's what I would bring. And y'all are not going to believe the flavor that she chose this week. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and get out the drink and drink it now, because there's no way I'm drinking this with my dinner. I kind of just want to get this out of the way. So let me show you what I got. Before I show you the soda, a lot of people commented last week when I was talking about that headlamp that you could turn on and off just with your voice. And people were saying, hey, I think the headlamp that you're wearing is actually motion activated, and it is. See? Which I forgot about. Thank you guys for reminding me that it does that. I knew it did it. I just completely forgot. Okay. So a subscriber, Mr. Brad, got these for me, and I don't know if I should thank him or be angry with him, because a lot of them are like this. And here is the first one that Karika, my wife, decided I should bring tonight. Ranch dressing soda. This is going to be disgusting. I like ranch, okay? But I know it's going to be gross. Oh no! I freaking forgot my bottle opener, or my multi-tool with my bottle opener. Well, I guess that means I can't drink it. Sorry, guys. I'm just kidding. I'll find a way to get this nasty thing open. What I think I'm going to do, how many ounces is this? 12 ounces? Okay. What I think we're going to do is these drinks. He sent me a lot of drinks. I'm going to bring one every single week. If I like it, I'll drink it normally like I would any other drink. But if I don't like it, because I'm not going to waste it even if it's nasty, if I don't like it, I'm just going to chug the thing. I think that's the best route to take, and I think that's probably what is going to happen with the dang ranch soda tonight. These cars just never stop coming by. It's just non-stop. All right, y'all, let me figure out how to open this thing and I'll bring you back. I just made an amazing discovery. This carabiner keychain thing, I just have it hanging off of my bag, but I just discovered it has a bottle opener on it. So I actually have a bottle opener with me at all times. Oh man, I'm dreading this, honestly. It smells like wet socks that didn't get washed and then they dried again. So if you can imagine that, that's what this ranch soda smells like. Oh my gosh. Well, here goes nothing. It's not good, but it is nowhere near as bad as I was thinking it's going to be. It actually has a sweet taste to it, which I wasn't expecting. It's not great by any means, but it is nothing like what I thought it was going to taste like. Kind of tastes like wet socks, honestly. Not that I would know. That's what I imagine. Ugh. It's not good, but it ain't horrible. I mean, it's pretty bad, if I'm being honest, but it's not as horrible as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I do not want to sit here and sip on it though, so I am just gonna go ahead and just drink this entire thing if I can. I'm moving my stuff out in front of me because I don't want to, if I choke on it, I don't want to spit it all over me. Well, there's another car coming. I'll let them pass by and then I'll chug this ranch soda. That's not a thing I thought I'd ever be saying. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll have to cut that out. Y'all, okay, chugging that was not a good idea. That was so much worse than just sipping it. Ugh. Oh gosh. That was so gross. That was that was not that wasn't great. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, dang it, you know what? I was about to say I'm gonna eat something just to get something in my stomach and get that taste out of my mouth, but all I brought was my food. Like, I brought a Peak 2 meal, dehydrated meal, and a cherry pie, of course. But that's all I have, so I don't want to eat it yet because then I'll be hungry again before I go to sleep. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna sit here for a few minutes and try and erase the memory of that ranch soda from my brain. I feel much better now, and the cars really slowed down. Like, I hadn't seen a car in 20 minutes, so I turned my camera and the light on, and then 2 cars came by immediately. So, oh well, I am very hungry. I've waited as long as I can to eat. I try to wait really late. That way I don't get hungry again, because I never bring a whole lot of food with me. So here's what we have for tonight. I know you guys hate the rehydrated meals. Cherry pie, of course, like always. Freaking love those things. And this Peak 2 meal. It is venison country casserole. Let me see who sent this to me real quick. Thank you, Ken Dorman, for sending me this Peak meal. So this is venison country casserole, ground deer in a creamy sauce with rice and vegetables. We're going to get some water boiling, and then we'll pour it in here. This one needs 8 ounces of water. That's a lot less than what most Mountain House meals use. I brought the exact amount of water here in this bottle. That water looks a little foggy. Oh well, I am still going to use it. I'm not gonna lie, for a split second right then, I got a little worried that I didn't bring my butane. Golly. I think I might have to turn my fan off momentarily. I'm hoping no cars come by while I'm doing this. If they do, I mean, they're just gonna have to see me, I guess. I don't know. I've said this before, but most of the time, the majority of the time, if people see a strange light in the woods, they are not going to investigate. Get on there. I know I sure wouldn't. All right, let that get to a boil. Then we will read comments from last week's video. Took a little bit under 2 minutes to get the water to a boil. Let's get this in here before I boil all my water away. Dang, that's a big silica packet. That might be one of the biggest silica packets I've seen in one of these meals. I'll give you a look at it real quick. Here it is, just rice and venison and some vegetables. I'm not a huge vegetable person, but in these dehydrated meals, I find that the vegetables are usually so soft that they don't bother me. It's not the taste of vegetables that I don't like, it's a texture thing. Like, you probably won't believe this, but I hate watermelon. I'm one of only a few people probably in the world that hates watermelon, but can't stand it. And it is not the taste, it is the texture of it. All right, we'll stir this up. And then, oh my gosh, that is really soupy. Oh man, I hope this rice really absorbs a lot of that liquid, because it is extremely soupy. It only needed 8 ounces of water. And I didn't even bring a full 8 ounces. I don't know if you can see how soupy that is or not. Hopefully you can. All right, let's close it back up. So we really need it to absorb a lot of that water. Now we wait. While I'm waiting on that, I'm gonna go ahead and read some comments from last week's videos. I may have to hit this a few times to get some comments because I got so many. Over the last I checked, it was like 1,015 total comments. And a lot of those just said Alabama dumpster water. So I'm not gonna read the Alabama dumpster water ones if that's all it says. I'm also using a different site this time because I was running some tests to make sure I'd be able to pick the winner for the dumpster water tonight easily. And on the other side, I was typing in the keywords Alabama dumpster water, and it wasn't pulling up all the comments. So I'm using this other site, and I put in that phrase and it loaded all the comments pretty easily. I was really hoping I could get like 30 minutes without a car coming by. All right, let's do this. So the new site I'm using, in case anyone wants to check it out, is called CommentShark.com. I know it's very hard for you guys to see. First comment is from Tech Teach Steam. Alabama dumpster water, you have quickly became my favorite stealth camping channel on YouTube. Your vibe is purely authentic, and I have genuinely enjoyed every episode. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I get this all the time. People say that they like me because I'm genuine, and I also tell other people who are trying to do YouTube, like, that's the #1 thing I believe in being a good YouTuber, right, is to be genuine. Because if you're not, at some point, whatever you're pretending to be is gonna slip. That mask that you're wearing, it's gonna slip, and people are gonna see, like, hey, that wasn't you this whole time. And there's nothing worse than that. So thank you so much for that. And I just try to be me. And you guys seem to like me, and I like you guys, so thank you. All right, next comment. At Skyflakes Q8054, after the billboard, I didn't think you'd be climbing anything. You know what? Oh man. Another car. It scares me when they come from that direction too, because the headlights shine very close to my hammock, and then they're slowing down. Jeez. Okay, let's try this again. What was it? Oh, so at Skyflakes 8054, after the billboard, I didn't think you'd be climbing anything. Honestly, after the billboard, I knew I would never climb anything that high again, but I knew I'd climb like on some roofs or something like that. That water tower, I'm pretty sure is about 4 stories tall. And I honestly didn't think that would even bother me, but it did. You know what? I'm not even stopping the camera this time. They're coming from that direction, so Anyways, I didn't think it would bother me, but it really did. A lot of people commented on my breathing when I was going up the ladder. I was breathing heavy, but I wasn't breathing as heavy as it seems because I sped the video up a little bit. I think it was like 150 or 175%. So it was 50 to 75% faster than what it actually was in real life. So what sounded like was more like so I was freaking out and I was breathing heavy, but it wasn't as bad as it seemed. And whoa, geez, something just fell on the top of my tarp, and there goes another car. So it wasn't as bad as it seemed, but I still have at least 2 more camps planned where I have to climb something, but it's nothing. It's like 1 story tall, maybe 2 stories. But I don't know, when I do that stuff in the moment, I'm like, never doing this again. But then a few days after it's over, it's kind of like, you know, wasn't that bad. Except the billboard. I never forgot how terrifying that was. All right, next comment. Hey, Random Adventures 2.0. What are the chances? Definitely a scary video. Awesome, Todd. Another successful stealther. Thank you, Tony. I really, really appreciate that. It was pretty scary. That morning, I was actually trapped up there for over an hour waiting for the right time to get down from there. And as soon as I got down, I went behind the tank, then I came back out and looked, and there was a guy already out there. So I got down in just the nick of time. Next comment. This one is from @Cuz129. Apparently it's turned off somehow. That's not good for you. Huh? Oh, so, okay. He had commented earlier that the likes were turned off for the video. And then he commented again, apparently it's turned off somehow. That's not good for you. But I went and checked and it looked like the likes were on. I went and checked from Karika's phone and it let her like the video. So I don't know. Maybe it was just something on your end. It seemed to be working fine as far as I could tell. Next comment. @Ken Harrington 6549. Eat the darn pie already. What do you mean? I eat a cherry pie every single camp, and I will always eat a cherry pie every camp. Next comment. @Robert Regis 2470. Absolutely love all your outings, brother. It would be cool if you scouted out like 3 areas and take a vote from the viewers on which spot to hit. I'm not 100% if you have already done something like this, but that would be dope. Thank you for all the dedication and hard work, man. You know, I actually have done that, but it was just with the Champion Tribe members. I let them pick out of 3 different options, and the majority picked the island, and that's why I ended up camping on the island on the 4th of July. I could do that again though. Maybe I'll try to have 3 different spots picked out, and then in next week's video I can announce it, and then maybe y'all can comment down below which one. And well, then I'd have to count every one of those. Maybe, you know what, maybe we could do a poll after the video. So I release the video, then I release the poll, and see which ones you guys pick. That could be something really fun, and it would give you guys some control too over like what I actually do. All right, next comment. @TattooedChick24. I'm glad you put your bag behind your sleeping pad. I was worried you'd roll in your sleep. Glad you got back to the ground safely. Thank you for that. I am also glad I got back to the ground safely. Yeah, so I had the sleeping pad at first. I don't know if I even showed it every time I rearranged it, but I had it right against the railing, and I was like, yeah, I don't really like that. So then I moved it to where the middle of the handrail was kind of in the middle of my body. And then I was like, I don't really like that either. So that's when I put the bag there. So I felt like I had more than one thing stopping me from rolling off. And honestly, I maybe fell asleep for an hour that night. I don't know. It's one of those times where you're not even sure if you really slept or not. But thank you for that. Next comment is from Photo Nika 123. I was nervous the whole time watching this. I couldn't deal with being up there. I was nervous too. I wasn't expecting the roof of that water tank to like give in the way it did, but I could feel there was something else under that, like another structure or something underneath it. But the first time I stepped on it and it popped up, it scared the crap out of me. All right, we'll do one more comment and then we got to check our food because I think it's been over 10 minutes now. At Teddy Claxton 3215, I want mine autographed. Throw in one of them dumpster cakes. My wife said you're now our favorite YouTuber. Keep it up, bud. Love your videos. Your attitude can tell you're a great person. Thank you, Teddy, and thank you to Teddy's wife as well. I will definitely autograph the bottle. Matter of fact, when we do the giveaway here in a little bit, I'm going to autograph it right now on camera. That way whoever gets it can see like that my autograph matches. Like, like that matters though. I don't think anyone would be wanting to fake my autograph on a bottle of water out of the dumpster. I don't know, but that's what we're going to do. Okay, that's it for the comments. Let's check our food. I'm really hungry. Smells good too. Hopefully you can see that. There's what it looks like. That's good. It reminds me a lot of beef tips and rice, which is so funny because I was going to cook beef tips and rice with brown gravy tonight. And then I was running late and I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. I just got lazy, honestly. So I'm announcing right now that next week's camp, I'm going to cook beef tips with rice and brown gravy. And I'm saying that to you guys, that way I'll be held accountable and I won't get lazy and not do it. This is good so far. I don't know if I got any meat that first time though. That's good. It's unique. I'm not even sure what to compare that to. You can really taste the creaminess. I am going to put a little salt in here though. Seasoned salt in here. I'm going to try not to put too much. Last time I used this salt, I put way too much. Oop, that seemed like a lot. Oh my gosh. That really made it way better. This is really good. So, this is only the second peak meal I've ever had. The first one was some kind of curry. I believe it's some kind of chicken coconut curry. And Tony from Random Adventures 2.0 gave that to me and it was so good. This one is really good as well. I'm going to finish eating and then I'll talk to you after. I don't really like to show myself eating because when I watch people, like I have this weird thing, I don't like to hear people eating. So I don't like to make you guys watch me eat either. I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna eat my delicious cherry pie for dessert. And then we will pick the winner of the Alabama dumpster water. Alrighty, it's the moment I'm sure you've all been waiting for. It's time to pick the winner of the Alabama dumpster water. But before I pick the winner, I just want to thank each and every one of you so much who commented. You gotta be kidding me. It never ends. Another one. As I was saying, thank you to each and every one of you who commented. Way more than I expected. So many comments. I was thinking about it and it's crazy to think that that guy or girl, whoever the worker was at Dollar General that night, when they went and took out the trash, there was no way that they ever could have conceived that something they were just throwing in the trash, that people across the US would be trying to win a piece of that trash. Like, it just blows, it blows my mind. It's so funny. Let's do this. I'm going to try and do a screen recording of my phone here. Okay, so I have the the video all loaded in. I'm going to click unique authors. That just makes sure that each person who commented, like say they commented 5 times, they're only going to get 1 entry. So that's what unique authors means. I'm not going to include replies because that's like where you reply to someone or maybe you replied to me or something. I'm going to click advanced options and we're going to type in Alabama dumpster water. Okay, here we go. I'm going to hit pick a random YouTube comment. Let's see who won. I'm actually pretty nervous about this. The winner is at CPTRISU. I think that's Captain Risu. And they say Alabama dumpster water and bathtub hooch have to be the things I learned about when I used to live in Alabama. Well, you won. And so what I think I want you to do, I got to figure out a way to verify the person, you know, to make sure whoever I send it to is actually the commenter here. So I want you to email me at CPTRISU. I want you to email me at Campin, that's CAMPIN, with champion at gmail.com. I'll also have my email in the description below. So email me so we can talk, and I need to figure out a way just to verify, you know, that whoever emails me is that person who made this comment. I'll look it up. I'm sure there's some way we can easily do this, but congratulations. You won yourself an autographed bottle of Alabama's finest dumpster water. Oh, here comes another freaking car. I actually have the water with me in my bag, and we're gonna autograph it right now. My handwriting is very bad. You may not be able to read this. Okay, guess I'll sign it up here. Todd Champion. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. So congratulations to you again. And I might let this sit out instead of putting it back in my bag. That way I don't smear the signature. I think I'm gonna lay down for a little while, watch some YouTube. I'll check back in with you before I go to bed. I'm wearing my acoustic guitar socks tonight. So I just discovered that I forgot my pillow, so I'm using my sleeping bag to kind of prop my head on. I don't need the sleeping bag to cover it with anyways. I do kind of like to have a little something like thrown over my legs, but it's no big deal. And a lot of people don't even use pillows in hammocks, but I really like my head to be propped up, so. But I forgot it. Please don't tell me to make a list. I know so many of you tell me to make a list. And like I've said a million times, I do sometimes. But I also forget to check that list. I'm just such a huge procrastinator. Like I put stuff up in my bag the night before, but then the next day, I will get paranoid because I'll be thinking, oh, maybe I forgot something. So I'll take everything back out just to make sure I got everything in. Then I'll forget to put something back in. I'm pretty sure that's what happened with my pillow. I'm going to turn my fan on and try and get some sleep. If anything crazy happens, I'll turn the camera back on. But if it doesn't, I will see y'all in the morning. Good night, everybody. So, everything went pretty smooth last night. I didn't really sleep great. I kept waking up off and on. One time I woke up and there was a tick crawling on my arm. So I got up and thumped that off. And traffic never did really come to a complete stop. Cars just kept coming by all throughout the night. But besides that, nothing major happened. But I am going to go ahead and get up before the sun gets all the way up, so maybe it won't be crazy hot on my walk back to the car. So here's a little bit better view of where we were set up last night. I got here pretty late, so it got dark pretty quick, so I didn't really get to show y'all around too much, but this is the spot. The hotel is just right above that hill there. I should have showed you, but last night you could see the lights from the hotel just right across those trees. I'm done. Now all I gotta do is get my bag on and get out of here. Got everything loaded onto my body. One last look around our spot before we go. This was a pretty decent spot. Wasn't my favorite, honestly, because of all the car traffic. And I don't know why, but I just did not sleep well last night. I had no reason not to sleep well, but I don't know. Just kept waking up over and over and over again. I really wish I could have parked the car here at the hotel. Man, it's a steep hill to walk up with this huge bag on. I'm so out of shape. I'm always so scared when I come back if the car is still gonna be there or not. Well, looks like we got away with another one. Thank you all so much for watching and commenting and all the great things all of you do. If you're not subscribed, please think about doing so, and I will see you next Friday for another stealth camp, like always. Bye, everybody.